Hello, everyone, and welcome. Let's get into today. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today, and welcome to season 2, episode 32. And today is September the 20th, 2024. And welcome to Hang Out with Me Friday. I am Vontina. I will be your host today. Thank you so much for being here. I have quite a few things I want to share with you, and some that I wasn't able to share last week because I had my filter on. So, welcome to my craft room. And yeah, it's real busy in back of me. And it may look a little junky, but guess what? That is, you get what you see. I Not everyone craft room looks, oh, those ones that you see, they look so pristine and beautiful. No, I'm not doing that. I'm the real me. Mine is a little junky. And but I can find everything that I'm looking for. It might take me a while, but I do find it. And so first, let's start off with the daily dose of inspiration, because I actually have this on my bulletin board. And as I had mentioned last week, there are just some things that you hear, it just sticks in your heart. It really just touches you. It just takes a hold of you. And so I want to read you this. Let me put my sticker symbol on so I can be like the New York Stock Exchange, which I love. Okay. When you get tired of having success follow you around, you will reach back and pick it up. Let me read that again to you. When you get tired of having success follow you around, you will reach back and pick it up. And that is so true. And that is from my beautiful pastor. He has gone on to glory now, but his name was Pastor Rashi Pinckney. And he said that in a sermon, and it just stuck with me. So, yeah, no one is stopping you from doing anything that you want to do. It's that person, that reflection in the mirror, and it's you yourself. So remember that. So I also want to remind you of the free gift that I am offering, and then also visit the online store to get your 10% off. So get your free 10 strip tote bag, a pattern. So head on over to In My Hands Handmade Crafts to be able to get that. And if everything that I'm talking about today is in the show notes. All the links, everything are in the show notes. And if you haven't had a chance, go over and subscribe to Jean Chatsky, Her Money podcast. It is a fabulous podcast. I have been following this lady for a long time, and I just believe that you will really, really like what she talks about. So check her out. She has a podcast called Her Money. And then also, for those of you who love to craft, Craftsy is offering for a whole year for $2.49. So head on over to Craftsy to see if you can get that. And even if you don't see it, but if you go ahead and subscribe, they will send it to you, or you'll get something. If it's not $2.49, it might be $3. I'm not sure what their promotion they're running now, but I did get it for $2.49. And so I am good until August of next year. Yeah, so I'm good until August of next year. And I've been following Craftsy. I've been in Craftsy for a long time. And they do save all of the things that you purchase. They save it. And so it's just a really great crafting tool. A lot of things in there that you can learn. So check it out. Just give it a check. Craftsy.com. Give it a check. So what is happening happening? As I say, what is under the needle? What is going on here at In My Hands Handmade Crafts? Well, I dedicated this whole entire month of September to crafting my fabric covered boxes. And so I have been doing very well. I've been staying focused on only doing boxes. Now, I did have to slip in some sewing because I am still set up at the artisan market. And my best selling items are my crossover bags and my microwave bowl cozies. So I have to keep them, what do you call it? Stocked up. So I use Fridays and towards the evening time to just get a few done just so that I can have some new patterns on my table. But by the most part, I have been doing very great and I have been sticking to my focus and working on boxes. So I wanted to show you just a few boxes that I am getting ready to do. I have them on my table because I picked out the fabric that I want to use for the box. But this one here is called the double storage box. And so I am actually getting ready to do this box. It is a lot of pieces, but the fabric that I have to go with it, it is going to be beautiful. And then I have a fabric, it's called Wyndham Fabrics, and it's Jaybird. And this fabric is so beautiful. And I have it in fat quarters. So I am going to be making, this is called the Small Desk Clock Organizer. So this is the other one I'm going to be making. And I have already put together probably about 10 items already. I have two buckets full of kits. And so I have a lot more to go. But I'm trying to do my big and medium items first. And then I will move on to smaller items. Um, so I will probably use that first week in October to go ahead and finish out, and then the rest of the month of October, what you see in back of me, I will be working on cards. So I will be doing my holiday cards, my fall cards, and all those other occasions in between. So that is my plan for the month of October. And then also when I come back from taking my class, I am going to a class where I'm going to make some high top sneakers. I've already made the low cut sneakers. So now I'm going to make the high top sneakers, and I will share that with you. I am looking so forward to making those sneakers. And so, and they have us this time, they did a lot better, which I'm glad. They have you do homework and you prep it, and so when I get there, I will have everything pretty much done, and the only thing that I will need to do is to actually cut out the pattern and start putting it together, and that will give us enough time to that we will finish the project. And I will literally leave out with actual sneakers. Okay. So I'm glad that they did a little bit of perfection on making sure that we got our sneakers done. And so, what else is going on for trends and growth? So, I try to research the different things that are just happening out there. And so, these items are sort of like don't have really anything to do with the crafting world. But just so you'll know, hey, what else is happening out there? What other news is happening out there? And I am, into businesses, knowing what retail does, knowing what is going on. And so there is a book, and I actually just, it's called Women That Ran. the garment industry or something like that. I can tell you the exact name because I just got it and I haven't listened to it yet. So I will listen to that on my ride as I head on down the road. And I have a lot of books in my collection of all the things that I want to do. Okay, when it is called When Women Ran, let's see. Let's see. When Women Ran Fifth Avenue. So I really am really psyched about listening to that book. But I got that from Jane Chansky. And so I will let you know. All right. And then there is also some links below because there's also a article about single people, single women, and which is a really good article. So I linked that below. And so if you are a JetBlue um, person and you love JetBlue, well, they are starting to make a change and to try to be like the other airlines. And so so if you fly out of Boston and New York, you will be the first to take advantage of the lounges that JetBlue will have. I don't know if there's a fee, which I'm sure there is, and also a new premium credit card that they are trying to attract big spenders. So they are now they're going to drift away from being a low cost airline. Okay. And you can see it already. There's nothing wrong with it. But just know that soon they are not going to be considered low cost. With all of these new things that they are implementing, eventually they will be like all the other airlines. Okay. And do you remember Tupperware? Do you remember your mother or grandmother having Tupperware? Do you remember that? Well, I do. My mother had Tupperware. She went to many Tupperware parties and everything. Well, Tupperware is 78 years old, but it is in trouble. It just filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and reading the article, they were the first multi-level marketing direct sales model that came out around in the 1950s. And so I think the last time I saw a Tupperware booth was I was at a craft show, and the lady there was a Tupperware dealer, and she had Tupperware. They had some really nice different items and everything, but they are having problems, so they may go away like some of the other ones. um, I hope they don't. I hope that they get maybe some younger minds or visionaries on their board that can take them to the next level, because I really, as I said, I haven't seen Tupperware in a very long time. I know it's out there. I know there's people that still do it, but I have not seen anyone in my immediate area that is doing that. But yeah, they filed chapter 11. So 78 years old. Oh wow. So hopefully they can get things turned around. And so everything else that is going on out there. So I know you've been looking at the news or at least reading your newspaper. So United Auto Workers and Boeing are now hitting the picket lines or on the picket lines. They've already started. And so I do hope that they can get a contract. And I hope they get a contract longer than 5 years. Come on, why you keep doing 5 year contracts and stuff like that? So hopefully they will negotiate and get longer contracts with these things that they want built in, that they happen year after year after year. So hopefully that will happen for them. At least I hope so. And so, if you are looking for a job that is work from home or not work from home, look at flexjobs.com and indeed.com. Now, the indeed.com, that is a change or a spinoff from a company that it used to be called Norms. I don't, it's sort of like Norms was. I don't know if it's the same thing and they just changed the name. But I used to be an independent contractor many, many decades ago. And I would go through norms.com and it was for marketing or merchandising and all of that. And I used to get the most fabulous gigs. Oh my gosh, I got the best little gigs ever. And it was just amazing how many of those gigs were at the stores that were right around my house. And so I really love working for that company and the things that I was doing. I truly did love it. So look into flexjobs.com and indeed.com. Give it a check out to see if it's something that potentially you can do either from home or a hybrid or something like that. And so that is all I have for you all. So I'm hoping, let's see, the weather right now on Maryland's Eastern Shore, it feels so great outside. Um, it is still a little cloud. No, I have beautiful blue skies. It's a small breeze, but I love it. It feels so good. And I'm looking towards the farmers market, artisan market tomorrow. So I will stay out there as long as it does not get freezing cold. So this is something new that I am trying. I'm trying to stay out there um, into October and potentially November. I'm not 100% sure about the November thing, but that is what I am trying to do. And so, for those of you who visit us at the library, Eastern Shore SOAS, we will be meeting on October the 2nd. This is not our regular third Wednesday. There is something going on at the library, and this is their what do you call it, their annual meeting, how they close out or prepare for the next year. And so our space is dedicated for that, because they go to different libraries and it just happens to be the day that is our regular meetup day. So we will be meeting on October the 2nd. It's still a Wednesday. No, is it a Wednesday? I don't even know. I just know the date. I don't even know actually what day of the week that is. Okay, no. So it is yeah, I'm sorry. It's on a Wednesday, still from 10 to 1, but it is October the 2nd. So join us if you're in the area. Would love to have you there. And what else do I need to share with you? Well, my days are counting down. So I am now, I am keeping track of this because it is surely coming. 7 months and 10 days. That's where I am. And if you are following me on my retirement journey, I have started a journal on YouTube, and so I ask that you join me over there. So I try to update it once a month with what is going on there. And so, oh yeah, I also wanted to share with you, guess what? I got my passport. I was so shocked when I got the email that I had a package coming and it had passport office. And I'm like, what? Because they said, when you go online to check your status, it says 6 to 8 weeks. And I go, what is this? Then I started thinking, oh, it must be something wrong. So I was so excited. I got my passport day before yesterday. Oh my gosh, they have really changed them up. They're thicker. Oh my gosh. So I got my passport early because I do not like waiting till the last minute to do anything. Because upon my retiring, I plan to do a lot of traveling, and I wanted to have an up to date passport. And so I did just that. So I already gotten it, and I've already gotten my birth certificate back. So I am really ready to do those things. So again, everything that I talked about is in the show notes. Don't forget about the Bag Box Subscription Club. It is a bi-monthly club where you receive everything, everything that you need to create and finish your project. If you are a person who wants to refresh your sewing, want to learn the basics of sewing, Sew Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time, is open for you. So that I ask that you join me in learning how to sew. Join me in the Bag Box Subscription Club. And don't forget to head over to YouTube where you can subscribe and like my page. My YouTube page is In My Hands Handmade Crafts with Vontina. Okay, that is my channel. That's it. I try to keep everything under the one name, In My Hands Handmade Crafts, to make it very easy for everyone. And as I love to end my lives, because this is so true, my name is Vontina, and I am so grateful I get to do what I love. Bye, everyone. See you.